Ladies as well as gentlemen, Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. We drafted a Warlock deck, not aggro like the last one was, just a deck with a very balanced mana curve. To be honest, I'm not an expert on mana curves. I don't know exactly like what the way is that you're supposed to do it. I just kind of do it by feel, and probably I would have better success in the arena if I had a more, shall we say, mathematical understanding of what a good mana curve should look like, or at least like what is and is not a good mana curve. Here we just made it very flat across the board, and it seems to be working out fine. We have a mixture of cards of all mana costs, so it's likely that we're going to have decent plays at various points throughout the game, and it's been working so far. So Shadow Flame is a bit early. I don't think I need that just yet, and Azure Drake is a good card, but it's also early. Now we finally got a good start here. Turn 2, turn 3 is nice to see, and obviously this can get removed, but I drew the Blade Master, so that's what I like about the Blade Master. It's pretty much always great to drop onto an empty board. Just a 4-3, and that's freaking lovely. So that's great. I'd love to have like a, you know what I'd love to have? I'd love to have a, what's her face? Darkscale Healer in this deck. That's the 5 mana 4/5 that heals your team for 2. Not only is it nice to heal me, compensating for my life taps, but it's also nice to get this Blade Master healed. Okay, well, here we go. Let's go ahead and drop the Crocolus. Had I coined it out last turn, I could actually be killing this Knife Juggler right now. As it is, I have to kind of drop it down and wait. You know, I actually lost a game recently against a Priest of all people who played like Priest aggro. I didn't coin out the right creature, and then just like, I got overrun. Alright, mercifully, I'm going to get to trade this Knife Juggler off. My opponent is quite savvy. He goes ahead and attacks me, operating under the logic that if you are going to... If you think that your opponent's going to do the trade anyway, you might as well get the extra damage in. Notice, though, how now he actually ends up kind of paying for it. First, I drop Shattered Sun Cleric, and I get to kill this Knife Juggler and live. And then I get to play the Soulfire that I just drew and kill this Unbound Elemental before it gets dangerous. Sunwalker, I mean, I was going to lose something good no matter what. I guess the best card to lose probably would have been the coin. I don't see this being super useful. But that was pretty awesome. So spell damage plus Forked Lightning would get him right back in the game. That would kill both creatures. Forked Lightning, as it is, would only kill the Crocolus, leave the Shattered Sun Cleric alive. Feral Spirit, also very good. Does he have a follow-up, though? Frost Shock. Aha, okay. So that's good. So well, it's good for him. It stops him from being able to... It stops me from being able to kill both of these in one fell swoop. I could coin out an Azure Drake. But I think what I want to do is actually, well, I could life tap and then coin out a Blade Master. I think I want to do that. So let's life tap first to see if we get removal for the other wolf. We do not. This guy, actually, I think is all right. I'm going to just play the Voidwalker here. So it's a risky move for sure. If he buffs this wolf, it'll just kill the Voidwalker and he'll get some card advantage. But the Shattered Sun Cleric killed one wolf. It can now kill the other one. So that's pretty good on the Shattered Sun Cleric. And he's overloaded. He's only got 3 mana on turn 5. I like this coin here. I really do. I like having the coin here. I like being able to potentially coin out the Wind Fury Harpy. Let's say, for example, he doesn't have a creature. Or he does something like this. You know, all he's got is a 2-1. Oh, 2-1 and a totem, I suppose. Oh, no, he's also got the ooze. That was a pretty good turn for him. Okay. You know what would be great here? Hellfire would be pretty terrific. Nope, not a chance. Okay, so... Do I want to play a Wind Fury Harpy against these two things? No, because he could always 2-for-1 into it. And that doesn't seem quite so good anymore. Balls. I'd like to play this guy and the Defender, but that is unfortunately 7 mana. I only have 6 even with the coin. Shoot. This was really good for him. Alright, let's draw a card and then decide. Fen Creeper. Oh, I would have loved to have that at the start of the turn. That would have been awesome. Man, I'm just going to pat myself on the back. This was such a good draft choice over the Dread Infernal. But yeah, I don't have enough. I needed it to be in my hand already. Now I am 1 mana short of being able to play it. Balls, sacks. Well, I'm just going to kill this. Really no reason to play the Blade Master. It's just going to die to this ooze. I guess the Fairy Dragon dies to the Abusive Sergeant. Maybe there's a reason to play it. Yeah, we'll play it. We'll use up all my mana. It does die to the ooze. My opponent could choose to go crazy on me here and swing for 5 like this. Can't imagine that being a good choice, especially because if he does do that, I can like drop a Fairy Dragon and then the Defender and get a whole bunch of power and buff onto the table. Alright, he's gonna get a 3/3 with Taunt to protect his little guys. This is turning into an aggro deck. It's like a delayed aggro. I think he probably should have actually swung at me for 5. That really sort of did my job for me. I really need Hellfire here so bad, it hurts. Okay, what I really want to do is play Shadow Bolt and Fen Creeper, but I am, again, a single mana short even with the coin. Friggin' donkeys. I could make the Fairy Dragon Defender of Argus, but the problem is that it just dies to the pirate and he can still keep swinging. I could just Shadow Bolt this, and then I have 3 mana left. Oh god, it's just not the right amount of mana. You know what? I'm just going to drop this thing down, and here's where I use the coin. Fairy Dragon. So if he has a Hex, at least he has to spend some damage killing the chicken, and then the Fairy Dragon hopefully can kill the pirate. The real issue is if he gets a spell damage totem and plays Forked Lightning, the Fairy Dragon dies. This goes down to 3 health. The pirate kills the Fen Creeper. Now he's going to swing me down to almost half life. That would be pretty bad, but I am really far ahead on cards. So if I can just weather this storm here, like if he doesn't have, like if these cards are non-disruptive, if I can just weather the storm and start trading creatures out, I will be in extremely good shape against this gentleman. If the the Priestess, I'm kind of holding my breath to see where the buff goes. If it goes on the Pirate, I'll have to use the Shadow Bolt to kill it, because these guys only deal 3 damage. But if the Priestess goes on like the Abusive Sergeant, I see. Alright, so he is going to now get to kill my Fen Creeper using only the Abusive Sergeant. This dragon, or this pirate's gonna live. Oh, that sucks. Well, I'll have to Shadow Bolt the 1 health pirate and then use the Fairy Dragon to kill the Defender of Argus, but that's, well, it's only if the young Priestess doesn't buff the Defender. If the Priestess buffs the Defender, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. I'll have to use the Defender of Argus to buff my Fairy Dragon and then use it to kill the pirate. Oh, what am I talking about? He gets to keep this guy alive. He can actually use the Priestess to kill my Fen Creeper if he wants. Then his creatures don't get health, but he's got 2 Taunters, which is fine for him. Oh man, I need Hellfire. Hellfire would just like pretty much win me the game trivially. Okay, he chose to do what I initially was saying. Put extra health on that, which is fine. So I didn't draw the Mortal Coil anyway. So yeah. I can play this, then I cannot play Shadow Bolt, so I can't do that. I will have to do this. This sucks, but it's gotta happen. Alright, we're gonna do this just to put another body on the board. And then I'm going to kill the young Priestess. The fact that he got this 1/1 totem is a bit unfortunate, because had it been any other totem, he couldn't have killed the Fairy Dragon right now. Of course, had it been a taunt totem, it would have prevented me from killing the young Priestess. I would have had to kill the taunt totem first. That would have been even worse. So I guess I'm happy that it was this and not something even better. Let's see how good his cards are. He just needs like 1 more good card to pretty much put it away, because I've got these like really good endgame creatures, but I can only play 1 at a time. And that's not good when you're being overrun. So all he really needs, I mean, really, I don't know, he'd have to have some awful cards here. Looks like he has a removal card, like a Lightning Bolt or something, that he might now point at my Defender of Argus. I guess my life total is, it's okay, but let's imagine he plays a Boulder Fist Ogre. I mean, like, what am I doing here? Or even if he plays like a Silverhand Knight, what's going to happen? I have to kill the totem. Sure, I get to drop a good endgame creature, but I'm on the back foot here. All things considered, that's probably the least impressive thing. The totem that he got being a taunt is really sad, because it stops me from being able to trade creatures, so he can take me down to 11 health, which is really ugly. I'm gonna have to draw a card here. I just hope it's something I can play. It is. All right, I'm just gonna play it. It dies, sure, but I don't really care. Every single body on the board is good. Even if this takes a hit from one of these guys and it was like a 2 mana heal 3, at this point, it's fine. So let's see what he plays. I mean, an ideal turn for him would remove my board and then just swing with his creatures, like a Lightning Storm and whatever other removal is needed to finish off the Drake. Boy, there's 1 card here he's been holding on to for a while, and he's like fingering it. I think it's a Bloodlust. I need to clear stuff out. I don't have any more taunts because I've used my Defender and I've already used my Fen Creeper. Oh no, it's not a Bloodlust. I guess no, that's right. I was looking at it. He was pointing it at my Fairy Dragon. I see. So he's gonna use Frost Shock here, and it's gonna take a moment to kill my wolf. I have 2 Mortal Coils in here and a Hellfire. Either one would like win me the game at any moment. Nope, not a chance. This is close, so I have to play it. I mean, I just have to play it. So we're gonna kill that thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually, this might seem like a crazy move, but I think I need to do that just to, you know, take as much damage off the field as possible. If I were to hit this 1/1, he could actually hit me for 3 down to 11, and at that point, things are getting a little bit scary. So I just needed to take his best creature off, even though it wasn't like, you know, the most value play available. Oh, he's got a bad hand. It's got like Bloodlusts or like Earth Shocks or something wacky and unhelpful. Okay, now the Wind Fairy Harpy is, I think, a really good play here. I'm gonna actually drop it, kill off his totems, and I'm gonna play Dark Iron Dwarf on the Harpy. Now, that's obviously tipping my hand a bit. I'm not that concerned, though, about him having removal for this. What I'm much more interested in there is just, you know, having this 4/4 on the board. This is 12 damage. Man, I deal more than half his health and damage if he can't clear my board out here.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Shattered Sun Cleric, very well. He's got two seemingly very bad cards. Demon Fire. Let's take a look. I got 12. None of these can target my opponent. 12, 16, 20, 24 damage. Wow. Could almost kill him. If one of these were a demon, I might buff the demon. As it is, we're going to just play it pretty safe. Definitely this is a move that I want to make. Let's go ahead and just kill off this healing totem. Kill off the Shattered Sun Cleric. Swing. And play this guy. I'm not going to life tap. My life's pretty low. So I'm pretty safe from Lightning Storm. The Wind Fairy Harpy, which is my most important creature, survives. Even with spell damage, this guy has a 50-50 chance of surviving. I perhaps could have used a Shadow Bolt and Demon Fire to kill this stuff and preserve the health on my creatures, but I wanted to make him use his removal or something, because I had enough good creatures out that could still survive it. I guess if he had like Lightning, Spell Damage, Lightning Storm, and Hex, that would have been everything, and then we would have been in a top deck war with me holding on to removal in my hand. That was a pretty strong win, I would say. It was a bit hairy, but I got enough value plays in the beginning that I was ahead on cards. He needed to batter me down playing aggro, and he didn't. He spent a couple of turns trading creatures. Now, we'd have to look at the game again to see the specific moments. A few people have pointed out to me that when I was playing aggro, spent too much time trading creatures and not enough time ignoring them. I should have ignored my opponent's creatures more. But it's tricky. I think you have to do it on a case-by-case basis, because it's possible that sometimes you should trade to stop your opponent from making good value plays, and sometimes it's more correct just to go for the face. Okay, I have the same problem with Double Mortal Coil. Now, if she plays like a Sorcerer's Apprentice, I will totally just dump both of these into killing it. As it is, I'm drawing all my removal here. Okay, nope, I lied. I was not drawing all of my removal. I had only drawn some of my removal. Now I have all of my removal and a creature that's not very good. Man, I actually wish this were a Spiteful Smith. I really do. It's kind of comical how much better a Spiteful Smith would be. Okay, Shattered Sun Cleric I don't really want to drop, because first of all I'm wasting the Battle Cry, second of all the Harvest Golem can run in, and then Hero Ability would finish it off. No, but if I do Shadow Bolt, it's pretty much the same thing. So what's more valuable to me, a Shattered Sun Cleric or a Shadow Bolt? I guess actually the Shattered Sun Cleric is more valuable to me because I have so much removal. So we'll do this, and then the idea is that next turn I can Mortal Coil this thing and draw a card, and then I'll have 3 mana left to work with. Okay, that could be actually like a kind of a counter spell or a spellbender or something, but I'm still gonna go for it. I don't think it's that likely. It is! It's a counter spell. Okay, well, take 2. Sunwalker, good card, not here. Well, that's Counterspell did prevent me from playing Shattered Sun Cleric. We'll life tap instead. Alright, this is actually nice. I have really big creatures to drop against this mage. So, obviously, I'm still not actually playing around the mage. I'm just hoping she doesn't have Polymorph and Fireball. But it's good enough. Oh, what the heck. Elven Archer, yikes. So if she hadn't had that Counterspell, I could actually be Mortal Coiling this Elven Archer, which would be awesome. Do I Soulfire the Wolf? I think I do, actually. I believe I do. It would suck to lose the Siphon Soul or the Sunwalker, but the other cards I'm kind of okay with losing. Shadow Flame. Fine with that. It's not immediately helpful. I might regret not having it later, but here, if this guy can survive the turn, I would say that I start to be in really great shape. Is this worth Siphon Souling? Because I can run in and get enraged. It's been annoying. Flame Imp? I could play this and the Flame Imp and then try to get a really big Frostwolf Warlord next turn. I'm going to turn away from Flame Strike. Did she... Oh my god. Did she use her coin yet? Oh my god, I can't remember. I don't remember if she used her coin or not. Shoot. Because if she didn't use the coin when I play these 2 creatures, she can run in and Rage Gurabashi and then everything dies to Flame Strike. Crap. This one is a much safer play. This is a much safer play. I'm just going to do this. Hey guys, what's your shield? Cause bitches, truth is mine. Ho! Anyway, so it sucks against a mage. She could just pop the Divine Shield here. Enrage the Gorobashi. And then my Sunwalker will have to trade with the Gorobashi. But it's still just a 1-for-1 trade, which is not the end of the world. Oh no, she has a Frostbolt to stop it from attacking. Balls. Oh, she's actually gonna kill it, I see. So this Gorobashi gets to 2-for-1 now. It will actually kill both of my creatures. That's very sad and annoying. Here's what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna play the Shattered Sun Cleric. Get the kill. Keep this alive. And I'll life tap. Arch Commander, it's nice to know. We'll play the Swamp Ooze and see what happens. So Flame Strike wouldn't be the end of the world. It'll be her whole turn. She'll have 4 cards left to my 6. I'll get to repopulate quite a bit, actually. She has no Flame Strike. That's nice to know. I have got this and this. Okay, actually neither of those works against that Tiger, which is amusing. Okay, here's what we do. Play Fairy Dragon. I'm going to do this, actually. I'm going to play the Flame Imp. And I'm going to play the Frostwolf Warlord. So you might say, well, Boris, all that stuff's going to die to a Flame Strike. And that's true, but I bet she would have used Flame Strike before if she had it. So here I'm hoping she doesn't have it. And if she doesn't, I'm probably going to have a really good chance of winning the game. Even if she does have it, this guy ends up at 3 health, so the Tiger would have to get traded into it as well. And I'd still have decent card situation. Oh my god, is this a Flame Strike? How many times? Oh, it's not a Flame Strike, thank goodness. Polymorph. Ah, fuck you. So that's actually a very good combo, because then this guy actually kills off the sheep, turning Polymorph into an Assassinate of sorts. Okay, this Tiger has a very frustrating 4 health, and I've used both Mortal Coils, so I have no good way of dealing with this 1 damage, which is actually very depressing. Oh, it's so annoying. It's actually really annoying. I have to trade both my creatures in here, don't I? Yep, I'm just going to have to trade both the creatures in. I can't afford to race. Sort of sucks. So all this stuff dies to Flame Strike, but again... Oh, I should really life tap here. I have enough health to do it. Hellfire. Alright, that's good to know. I'm still okay if she plays Flame Strike. She'll have 3 cards left to my 4. I'm like, okay, I can drop this guy down onto the empty board, start swinging. I really don't like playing this guy against a mage, you know? Because, she can pop the Divine Shield. I like to be able to use the Divine Shield right away. Ah, this guy is actually very good. I can Siphon Soul, but then... Well, I'm just gonna do it, I guess. Yeah, we'll Siphon Soul. Wait, can I win 5, 7, 10, 13? No, it's not enough. Okay, we'll do this. This, and play the bear. Alright, now I'm not very good against Flame Strike anymore, or Blizzard for that matter. Should then have 3 cards to my 3, so she kind of cut up a little bit with that legendary. No Flame Strike or Blizzard, that's great. See what she has. So we got 4 cards to 4. She's a taunter. This is very annoying. This guy doesn't quite deal enough damage. Ah, it's very clever. Hellfire's no good. It kills my own stuff. Soulfire is also no good. I don't have a Twilight Drake. Fuck. Oh, no, I have to use this, don't I? Do I dare throw the Hellfire away? Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this guy. I'm going to Soulfire this thing. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because every card matters so much right now. It's just crazy. Now, I'm not forgetting to draw cards first. The reason I did it this way is because I wanted not to lose the card I was going to draw. Okay, so if she Flame Strikes or Blizzards... Well, if she Blizzards here, one of my creatures... Well, no. If she Blizzards, both my creatures will die. She has a Fireball. That's actually really good. It's single target removal, so that's good. Just going to ping my thing, play a Crocolisk. Fair deal. God, this Mage hero ability is so ridiculous. Defender Bug is nice. I hope I get a creature or removal. Cult Master. Actually, Cult Master will do just fine. Oh, wait. I have enough help. I'm going to draw a card first. Blade Master. Okay. Ah, well, that changes things a bit. Let's actually go ahead and do the Blade Master, do the Defender, and actually, I'm just going to swing past her here. It's risky, because if she top decks a Flame Strike, I'm in trouble, but she hasn't had it this whole time, so I'm just going to take one last gamble. This is one last turn. She needs to not have a Flame Strike, and then I can actually win the game. Okay, no Flame Strike. She wouldn't be doing that if she had Flame Strike, for sure. Raging Morgan, I don't care. Oh, this is good. It's really good. Okay, Win for Your Harpy's looking really, really good. I'm going to play it a bit safe. Well, let's think. I can get her down to 5 health, or I can get her down to 7 health. I mean, the difference is actually immaterial. So yeah, I think, oh no, I can't life tap and play both of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually get a card out of the situation. Crocolisk? Yeah, I'm gonna play the Harpy. Okay, so if she top decks Flame Strike, she can kill everything. Then I'll have 2 cards to 1 in the ensuing top deck war, and I'll be the first to play, and I'll have life advantage, so I'll have a pretty decent chance, I would say, of winning. Well played. I don't think she's gonna kill me. Alright. Well, that mage never had any Cone of Cold, she never had any Blizzard, she never played a Flame Strike. She did have a Fireball and a Polymorph, but she didn't really have any of the key cards. So that's how you beat mages. You hope they don't have good cards, and then you have a chance of winning. So that means just how it has to go. All right, 4-0, I don't even care. I'm not even excited about 4-0. Not to be like jaded or anything, but I get excited when I get to 7 wins. That is when I get excited. And I know what, I like this game a lot. It's not like I'm pissed all the time. I have fun. I have a lot of fun playing it, but I don't get like excited until the money is actually in the bank, because at 4-0, I've had runs that start at 4-0 and then go to 4-3, so I've learned not to read too much into a beginning like this. I'm just happy that I've played well enough to get here, and then we're going to try to get 3 more games to make it into the money. Ah, Catherine, she is the lady who drew fan art of me. She's doing battle in play mode. All right, Koopy, another mage. Oh, I feel like I'm pushing my luck here, playing 2 mages in a row. The Ubis is an obvious keeper, the Fairy Dragon's an obvious keeper. Is the Defender of Argus a keeper? Well, if these 2 creatures live, I'll be happy to have the Defender, but if they die, I'll be sad. I'll keep the Defender. It's fine. I mean, it's possible he'll be a dead card if she just, like, goes after my board with a vengeance, but I think the upside is bigger than the downside. Now, here I think it's really critical to get the coin out. So now I can just follow up with the Ooze afterwards. It's actually a very interesting decision. I should have probably talked about this, whether you coin the Ooze or the Dragon. So the Dragon cannot be Frostbolted, but the problem is if she plays a creature, then the Dragon is, you know, sort of the more valuable creature to trade with, which kind of sucks. If she plays a creature, I would wish that I had the Ooze out so I could trade my Ooze away and then follow up with the Fairy Dragon, which can't be killed with spells. So it's kind of like, it's like a little bit of a gambit here. Oh my god. Can I win a coin flip for once in my life? Once in my life, can I win the coin flip? Oh my god. I always lose those. Every single one I lose. Oh my god. Well, Arcane Missiles is the one spell that can actually kill Fairy Dragons. She had a 50-50 chance. And I swear to fucking god, I lose every single one of those Arcane Missile coin flips. That is huge, because basically, because of that coin flip, her Mana Worm gets to stick around. And because of that, my Ooze is gonna die. Like, it just like affects the entire game. That 150% chance snowballs into the whole game. Oh my god, damn. Alright, well, here I think it's very clear I can't afford to play this in front of the Worgen. I mean, yes, then the following turn I can, like, kill it with Mortal Coil, but we just need to kill it now. And so now we kept this Defender of Argus, and it's got nothing to buff, but it's all because of that fucking coin flip. Had I won that coin flip, and actually, the first shot hit me in the face, so it was only 25% odds that both of the next 2 would have hit the Fairy Dragon. So basically, because of that, we'll see, that's Mirror Entity. I guess I wouldn't mind giving her an Urgent Squire. It's Mirror Entity, fair enough. I mean, it's better this than a Crocolisk, I think. And we'll go ahead and do this. So then my Ooze would have been around. I could have used the Ooze to kill the Worgen. That meant I wouldn't have had to use the Shadow Bolt, so I would have had the Shadow Bolt. Not only that, but then I could have actually played the Crocolisk out and still kept the Shadow Bolt. I mean, it would have just had such a snowballing effect. I'm very bitter. Some folks have been commenting on my channel, and some folks have commented on Reddit that there's too much RNG in Hearthstone. And it's a tricky call. It's tricky to say whether there is or isn't too much RNG. Moments like that, I'm definitely inclined to believe it. Okay, so how do we deal with this guy? Well, there's a couple of options. One option, of course, is to just run the Shattered Sun Cleric in, then use Mortal Coil to pick it off. I draw a card that way, then everything else dies, and then I still have 4 mana to work with which I will life tap and play the Crocolisk. Okay, that's option number 1. Option number 2, I run both my creatures in, don't draw a card, but that leaves me with 5 mana. I can then play the Silver Hand Knight. I'd say that's a pretty big upgrade over the Crocolisk, so I like this option better than the last one. But there's a third option. The third option is to actually play the Defender of Argus first, and then the Shattered Sun Cleric can trade with the Abomination by itself. Then the Argent Squire and the Defender survive, but they both survive with 1 health, so they're kind of going to be on borrowed time in that case, so that doesn't seem very good. So I think the one I want is to run both these in. It's not really card disadvantage, because it also kills off her own Argent Squire, and then this guy is 2 cards in 1. And I'm, ahead 5 cards to 4. with her to play. So yeah, I think that was probably the best option there. Plus it sets me up for Defender of Argus. The mage isn't really going to want to use removal on the squire, but it's possible that incidental removal would actually enable her to kill it. Okay, she plays that, which is totally legitimate. I could use Soulfire plus the Squire to kill it. I don't really want to do that. What I'd much rather do, actually, is play the Defender and use Mortal Coil here. So I will do that. Let's go ahead and do this. That. Mortal Coil, draw a card. Another Mortal Coil. Okay. And we'll swing. Nothing else to do on this turn. I could Mortal Coil my own guy and draw a card, but that stops her from killing it, but I think that's actually kind of silly. We'll just leave it alone. If she Flame Strikes here, she'll have 3 cards to 4, but oh, these are kind of weak-ass cards. I'll have to Life Tap and play a Crocolisk and just hope I get a Life Tap into something good. Wouldn't be super thrilled to see board clear here. Okay, good. No Cone of Cold, no Blizzard, no Flame Strike. That's fantastic. Nightblade. Ooh, really thrilled to see that. That's a terrible card. Okay, well, easy turn here, I think. Very easy turn. We're going to just do this. Use that Mortal Coil. And then Wind Fury Harpy or Sunwalker. Interesting choice. I guess the Wind Fury Harpy is aggressive. It really forces her hand, you know, at 22 health you don't want to get hit for 8 damage. Ooh, that's a lot of damage, so she's going to want to remove this, but to do so she'll need single target removal because it has 5 health. Flame Strike isn't going to kill it off, so she really either needs to freeze, but she didn't freeze last turn with Blizzard or Cone of Cold, where she clearly would have had she had one of those cards, so she doesn't have that this turn unless she top decked it. Frost Nova seems a bit silly, but she might play a Frost Nova here. That would be a legitimate move. But my guess is she's going to have to either have single target removal, or she doesn't have the cards for the situation. And this is about as good of a situation as you can be against a mage. Everything seems fine, no matter what she does. Yikes! It's a pretty good card here. So she's going to trade Leroy and get a card. The 2 Whelps can actually kill the Cult Master, and I would much rather do that than Soulfire it. And I have a Frostwolf Warlord. Well, yeah, that seems really great. So let's make sure we get the order correct. We're going to first do this, then we're going to do this. Okay, he's been better than the Spiteful Smith so far. Do I Soulfire this and lose my Sunwalker? No. Let's use those Whelps. Clearly my opponent made a play of desperation, because that was not ideal. Leaving your opponent with 2 Whelps and let your Cult Master die off isn't really worth it. Okay, so now she's in serious trouble. It's very difficult for her to take care of this. The best thing she could do is like Blizzard, and then Cone of Cold, and then another Cone of Cold, wear everything's health down to the point where it will die to a Flame Strike. She doesn't have that. She has a Fireball from my Harpy. That's actually not enough to save her. She loses now. I deal 8 damage. And 8/8 for 5 mana is pretty good, I hear, and then Soulfire gets me the kill. Well played. Alright, we got 2 mages. Adding 2 mages to our death tally is an impressive achievement in any arena. And I should talk about that, because I've been really bitching about mages. And, you know, it's obviously not exactly super charitable of me now to, like, talk positively about them now that I've just killed them. Obviously, if I had, like, lost to them, I'd be bitching about them some more. But to look at it from both sides, you know, I don't think mages are overpowered. I think it's like someone wrote on Reddit, you know, they're not overpowered, they're just really unfun. And I think you have to consider that when you design a game. You know, you gotta make sure the game is fun for the people who play it, not just balanced. If the game is super balanced but horribly unfun, it's no good. Right, well, we just finished playing 2 mages in a row. Now we play the other class, the Priest. Fun fact, Priests are not actually overpowered in Constructed. They're really more overpowered well, not overpowered. They're just very, very strong in Arena. They're fine in Constructed. By the stats in tournaments, they don't actually do very well. I'm going to keep both pieces of removal that I have. I think I'll be fine taking a more controlling approach to the game. Just kind of picking off his creatures one by one. And I like that because if he has a slow start as well, that really favors me, like tremendously so. Because I can life tap while he does nothing with his hero ability, and getting extra cards is pretty good. Okay, a Leper Gnome makes me wonder if I'm facing another Priest aggro deck. I mean, I've got some 1-drops in here, so like, it's possible that he just had, you know, the 1/1 drop, and then that's that. He still has the coin, because that only cost 1 mana, so he could play something big here. Fairy Dragon is a very good card under these circumstances. I cannot Shadow Bolt it, because it is, of course, untargetable. Here what I'm going to do is play Shattered Sun Cleric. The reason I'm doing this, even though it wastes the Battle Cry, and even though it trades into a 2-drop creature, and even though it's just all around bad, I think it's still better than actually letting this Fairy Dragon go uncontested. If I life tapped here, it'd be just too slow. I need to put up a resistance to this because this does suddenly look like a bit of an aggro-y deck. It was looking very aggro-y to me. Notice how he's ignoring my creature. Yeah, this is what, I don't know what the hell, like if this is like a fad or something, priest aggro, but whatever, man. I'm gonna do a little bit of a tech play here. I'm gonna go ahead and buff my Shattered Sun Cleric and kill this. Basically, I'm just making my opponent work for the kill. Yeah, this is very vulnerable to Holy Smite and Coin Holy Nova and whatever else, but I'm making him work for it because if he doesn't have that in his 6 cards, the Shattered Sun Cleric will get to kill the Fairy Dragon as well, and I think that was better than just trading the Shattered Sun Cleric into the Fairy Dragon and Shadow Bolting his Shattered Sun Cleric. That would have left an empty board. Here I'm actually having the potential to leave a 3/3 on the board, and that will start to favor me a lot, because if this guy's deck is as chumpy as I think it is, then he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Alright, it's kind of annoying. He actually follows up super aggro with super good mid-game. Shadow Flame is not the hero that Gotham needs. Okay, boy, the problem is that the Silverhand Knight, I mean, he puts enough, he by himself and Esquire will trade with the Vengeful Mercenary. The issue is my opponent's going to use the Vengeful Mercenary probably to kill the Defender. Although, maybe not. I mean, maybe this guy is going for aggro. Maybe he is just going to go ahead and attack me. I could just Shadow Bolt, Ventrico, and Life Tap. I think my gut says to do that. Let's draw a card. You should always draw cards first. Fen Creeper. That would have been... Well, that will be nice regardless. So I'm 2 for winning myself voluntarily. Reason is I don't want to go down to... Let's see, if I hadn't Life Tapped, I would have gone down to 17 health. Don't really want to go down to 17 health against someone who's playing very aggressively. Like Leper Gnome, a 1-2-3 curve, with the Ventricle Mercenary there. It just feels like he has a really aggressive deck. That seems to be continuing. The risk now with playing a Fen Creeper is the fact that it is vulnerable to Shadow Word Pain, but I think it has to happen. I can't really, well, I mean, I could play the Sewer Drake, which technically survives. I could play the Wind Fairy Harpy, which dodges Shadow Words, and again, technically survives, although if my opponent has a Dark Iron Dwarf, that would be just the most heartbreaking thing ever. So yeah, either I play into Dark Iron Dwarf, or I play into Shadow Word Pain. I mean, all things considered, a Priest... probably more likely to have Shadow Word Pain than Dark Iron Dwarf. And this uses up all my mana. Well, as my Book of Proverbs says, if you're stuck between 2 plays, do the one that uses up more mana. So we'll do this and hope he doesn't have Dark Iron Dwarf. I mean, I can always play this next turn and the Fairy Dragon behind it, which I wouldn't have been able to do had I played this first. Ah, he's going to copy it. Well, that's interesting. That should, I imagine, be his whole turn. So yeah, he's continuing to ignore me. This is some kind of, what the hell, aggro priest? Who makes this stuff up? Okay, so here's what we do. I think we have to play the Fen Creeper here. And I could either just run my Wind Fairy Harpy into his twice and have them both trade. I really wish I had Mortal Coil so bad. That'd be so awesome. Or I could pop Divine Shield and then run it in. And leave them both alive, but both dieable to a Fen Creeper. I don't like that play, because again, if he has Shadow Word Pain, it really sucks. So we're going to go ahead and take the safe approach. Just do this. And, doesn't really matter which of these I play at the moment. If he has Shadow Word Pain, he'll do it on the Fen Creeper, so I might as well just play the Ooze, I suppose. So I'm threatening to kill off this Scarlet Crusader by running in with the Fen Creeper and then finishing it off with the Ooze. He's got a decent amount of cards, 6 cards to my 6, soon to be 7. If he has a good move here, that is actually a really good move. Like I said, guys, Crazed Alchemist always finds a use. And he still has 5 mana to work with. Oh, that was insanely good. What's interesting is if he plays more Chump... Damn it! No, I don't want him to draw cards now. I want, especially not my cards. I want him to play Chump trash. Because then Shadow Flame would have been really amazing. Ah, Flame Loop. Okay, perfect. I think this is the time for Shadow Flame. I'm killing off his cards, otherwise I'm going to take a hell of a lot of damage. It just got to happen here. Now, what I could do is I could actually play the Silverhand Knight. Oh, wait, then I don't have enough mana left to play Shadow Flame. Yeah, we're going to do this. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. First attack. Okay, then we Shadow Flame. And then I'm going to play the Blade Master. The other option is to Life Tap and Fairy Dragon, but don't really want to do that if I can help it, simply because I'm a bit low on life and this is a very aggressive deck that he's playing.
Truth is my
this is such annoying. This is so annoying. He just has like the perfect cards. He's got like endgame cards and aggro cards, everything. Alright, Voidwalker is actually phenomenal here. I would love to pop the Divine Shield with this guy. So we're going to go ahead and do this. The reason I want to do this is because I want to draw as many cards as possible to maximize my odds of getting like a... Let's see here. Buffing attack makes no difference. Yeah, we need to play this Voidwalker and the Fairy Dragon. I'm not going to pop Divine Shield with my guy. I'm going to hang out. Holy Nova doesn't really work. Just kills off the Fairy Dragon and nothing else. So that's fine. And I got the 4-power army here. He could use Shadow Word Paint on this. Oh, he's got a whole follow-up there. I see. Man, I can't believe he has such a good card. Mortal Quill. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it. Oh, that sucks so bad. Well, it's interesting. I would have Mortal Quilled this guy, actually. Then he could have killed the Azure Drake. Stop me from having spell damage. Now if I draw a Shadow... Oh, I see. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. I need Siphon Soul. I have to get Siphon Soul or I lose the game. It's going to take too many resources of mine to eat through this. Well, alright, I have to do it. This isn't awesome by any means, but we're going to have to do this. And then we're going to have to do this. And then I can play Soulfire, which is actually free, because I didn't draw Siphon Soul. And pass the turn. So this is actually ugly. I'll count this as dead, because I could just attack into it and kill it. So it's 3 cards in his hand and my 3 cards on the board, but these are not the greatest cards. He just needs more good, a little bit of good stuff, and he'll put this game away. Okay, this puts him ahead on cards some more. That is extremely irritating. Man, how does he have... Wow, this guy drafted a very finely tuned deck. I have to give him credit. He's like had aggro in the beginning, and then he had like... He had aggro in the beginning, he had power in the mid game, he has like this stuff. It's just a very, very finely tuned deck. Okay, Soulfire will not quite kill this without spell damage. I don't want to life tap because I would like Soulfire to be free. So I will just go ahead and kill this Gnomish Inventor. I will kill this. Oh no, wait, sorry, let me actually life tap first. Mortal Coil, it's a good thing I did that. So now I can Mortal Coil this. Hellfire is actually not really the hero that Gotham needs right now. He's way too far ahead on life for me to even consider burning him out, and my stuff sort of dies to it. So this will be like a desperation card, but I would have rather had, like with 7 mana, I would have rather had something I could actually put on the board. That was a bit of a shitty draw. Oh, the Tiger. God damn, that Tiger is incredibly good. I mean, he's a priest, so his burn potential is somewhat limited, but man. Okay, this wolf is completely useless. It makes no difference to anything. I will life tap because I might get another Mortal Coil. Nope, not a chance. Okay, well, we need to kill stuff, so we'll do this and this. I'll play this. I'm just gonna play this stuff. You might say, but Boris, you know, he can kill the wolf with this tiger. Yeah, I still just need to put everything on the board that I can. Oh, damn it. Please don't be a... It's a spell. Oh, no, it's not a spell. Thank God it's not a spell. I was really worried he'd be a spell and he can get a card off it. Well, I'm really low on health, which makes Hellfire a risky proposition. Even a priest with their lack of burn can still, you know, deal 3 damage with generic creatures. That is not it at all. God damn. Okay, Hellfire's not playable here. I can't life tap anymore. We're going to have to just... Can I win? 9, 11, 13... 16, nope, not good enough. I have to trade. So we have to do this. Man, a Cult Master would have been awesome. Can I life tap? Life tapping puts me within death range of Holy Fire and Argent Commander, so I don't really want to do that. Ah, this sucks. Okay, we're going to do this. This. Put the Crocolisk on the correct side of the wolf, which could matter a lot. This Hellfire, man, I gotta admit, that Hellfire was really bad. In a top deck war, like if this could have been some other creature, would have made a huge difference. I hope he chokes on like Divine Spirits and Power Word Shields for the next couple of turns. Does he have a creature? No, he does not. All right, that catches me up a lot. Ah, Siphon Soul is really, really good. Still not gonna life tap because I can't think of anything that a priest could do that would deal 6 damage in one go. I mean, let's think. Now with 2 cards, of course, there's a number of options that open up, like Reckless Rocketeer and a Direwolf Alpha or something wacky, but I don't want to open myself up into like into the point where just an Argent Commander will just kill me. Okay, the wolf is a very sad creature to lose. Ah, that's why he was holding on to it. See, because it was just going to die. Now he plays it because without the wolf's buff, I can't just kill it directly. Alright, Frostwolf Warlord is good. Do I play it? Or do I Siphon Soul this? Can't do both. Interesting. I'm going to Siphon Soul this thing. The reason I'm doing that is twofold. Number one, I can actually life tap now, and I will life tap now. Should have life tapped first. Wasn't going to change anything. Anyway, the reason I did that is I'm going to gamble that, because he's playing aggro, he's not going to have anything super great in his deck, like any big stuff that I will regret not having Siphon Soul for. Holy Fire. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. So the life tap that I did last turn was definitely risky. 2 health puts me within range of a Holy Smite and Holy Nova, so actually, maybe I should not have life tapped. Oh, that sucks. Well, we're going to have to go for it here. So he's got a very small number of cards left. I cannot Hellfire for the win anymore. Shoot, I shouldn't have life tapped. I didn't think he'd Hellfire me with, or Holy Fire me if it wasn't going to kill me. Frost Elemental is extremely irritating to see. I will probably have to 2-for-1 into this. It's a tricky call. Mortal Coil. It doesn't quite help. Well, it sort of does. Okay, we're going to play Cult Master. Gonna run in with that. Draw a card. Flame Imp is not playable. We're gonna run in with that. Draw a card. Shadow Bolt is nifty, but we're gonna play this and draw a card. Oh, I forgot I'm almost out of... Oh god, that is really silly of me. I might not be able to win in time. I can't play Flame Imp. Well, the Archer Commander is good for some damage. Let's end the turn here. So what does he have? Does he have a Holy Smite to kill me off? I just can't deal enough damage to him. He's going to go up to 23. This is 11. Alright, this is irrelevant. This is 11. 13 damage. He's going to be down to 10. Oh, my lord. This is so stupid. I probably shouldn't have drawn quite so many cards. Okay, so next turn I'm going to be fatigued and go down to 1 health. I think more carefully than I've ever thought in my life. I think the correct play is Shadow Bolt this, and Argent Commander, swing, 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 and swing. Now, a Mind Control would actually win in the game. You could steal my guy and run it in. For lethal, that's the risk I took. Holy Smite wins, Holy Nova wins, any charging creature wins. But I felt like it was more important to get the damage in than to play this taunt. We'll see if I regret that or not. He heals up, and... Shadow Word Death. Oh my god, I'm actually going to win this game. So I fatigue. No, I lose the game because I draw a card from the Cult Master. Oh my god. I forgot about that. That was well played. Well, that was a really good game. I'm certain I could have won it if I hadn't life tapped that one turn. The life tap basically gave me a Cult Master, which I ended up not playing for several turns anyway. I don't think I needed the extra card into the deck that I was. I thought, well, I can life tap without dying to any single card. He made absolutely the correct move. He Holy Fired me rather than Holy Firing my creatures. I did not think that he would do that if he drew a Holy Fire. I was obviously thinking about Holy Fire. I talked about it on the previous turn, but I said that, but I figured that he wouldn't Holy Fire me. And that was a mistake. Had I thought about it just a little bit more, I would have realized that Holy Firing me was the correct play. I wouldn't have life tapped and I would have won that game. So I threw the game away, and that's really sad because, first of all, it breaks my dream of a 9-0 run with Warlock. I'm trying to get a 9-0 run with every class. I currently have one with Druid and one with Mage. So that ruins that chance. And the other thing is, in the arena, it's very hard. Very, very hard to do well in the arena, and you really can't afford to throw wins away. So that's a bit sad. Here, I hope he plays actual creatures rather than making recruits, because I would like to Soulfire something real. Laws is a good name for a paladin. I have 2 friends online. Alright. Both doing battle and play mode. That's great. I don't know why I'm checking that. Anyway, my opponent is here. You can see he's hovering over his cards. That was a really good game against the Priest. Damn, that was such a good game. I thought I won, but then I realized the Cult Master is actually making me lose. That was actually the other thing. I probably drew too many cards off the Cult Master. Probably, shouldn't have used... Even if I had done, the Mortal Coil out of order, yeah, if I had Mortal Coiled first and then attacked with the Argent Squire to draw 1 less card, then I also would have won the game. So I could have won it. Absolutely. It was very difficult to play correctly there. It was a difficult situation, and I just didn't quite think it through hard enough. So Good learning lesson, I suppose. And yeah, some people would be like, oh, he top decked a Shadow Word Death and for the kill. But I mean, that was absolutely not the takeaway there. The takeaway in that game is not that he got lucky with the top deck. The takeaway is that I didn't play the end game right. Okay, well here it's very easy. We're going to life tap. And then we're going to kill this recruit. He coined it out. I don't know why he would do that. He coined out a recruit knowing I could just kill it with my Flame Imp. This might be a new player. I don't think it's a very good move to do that. I see. So he's trying to kill off my Flame Imp via attrition. Well, that can backfire in a million different ways, such as the one that he's about to experience. Ooh, Mortal Coil? No, let's just play the Voidwalker. Now we're going to swing past. So, don't let paladins keep creature is my motto. However, since he used the coin, there's no Blessing of Kings, there's no True Silver Champion, there's no Hammer of Wrath, there's nothing that he can really do. Oh, alright, he's going to do it. He's going to use this recruit and the weapon to kill off my Voidwalker. Fair enough, fair enough. But that was a very specific combination of cards. I wasn't going to play around that. So what I could do here is I could actually Defender of Argus the Flame Imp and then use Soulfire to kill the wolf. That way, I can actually keep the Flame Imp alive, which is something I will probably do depending on what my next draw is. Otherwise, I could just trade the Flame Imp and play a Blade Master onto an empty board, which is also a fair move. Actually, I kind of like the Defender move. It leaves more stuff on the board, and only the Flame Imp dies to a Consecration. This is in play, so he's not going to want a True Silver Champion. Hammer of Wrath would kill one of my creatures, but it would spend his whole turn, leaving the other alive. I like this plan more and more the more I think about it. So we're going to play the Defender of Argus, Soulfire this wolf, see what drops. That's probably the best card to drop, because it could be useful later, but it's not useful now, and, you know, a good option now is better than the best option later. He's going to Consecrate. Oh, I guess it does kill my Defender with this weapon. I probably should have thought about that. I didn't think about it, and I should have, so that's on me. Still decent, though. He's pretty low on health. I've got a good aggressive follow-up. Got removal here. Should be fine. My Mortal Coils. Mortal Coil BFFs here. What is up with this Fen Creeper showing up a turn late to the party every single time? I don't know what's up with that. Okay, Hammer of Wrath would be kind of annoying here. It would give him card advantage, and yes, it would lose his whole turn, but it would give him card advantage because it would kill a creature while replacing itself, and that would be sad. I'd like this to live, so that I can play the Fen Creeper in front of it, and then start swinging damage. I mean, 4 damage when he's at 19 health is kind of a big deal. That's partly the Flame Imp, which got to attack twice for 7, and partly because he used this weapon 2 times. Once it took 1 damage, and then once he took 3 damage, or 4 damage. No, 3 damage. So he took 4 damage from the weapon, 7 damage from the Flame Imp. Yep, he's at 19 health, so I calculated that correctly. Okay. Pretty sure there's no healing in this deck, so yeah, I think I passed on both those Voodoo Doctors I saw. So this is going to be a 4-3, which is fine as a 3-drop. Kind of wish this guy were a 3-4. I guess he wouldn't be much of a Blade Master then. Ah, that is a bit of a problem. It is definitely a bit of a problem. Demon Fire, okay. Well, I could Mortal Coil this thing twice, and then kill off his recruit. That'd be the safe play. But the problem then is I don't have anything to play. I could play the Fen Creeper and kill his recruit with my Blade Master, but then this can get Blessing of Kings put on it, becoming a 7-5 with Divine Shield. My Fen Creeper dies, it still has 5 health. I don't really like how that looks. I could just Siphon Soul it. Ah, man. You know what I'm going to do? Let's Mortal Coil this guy. Draw a card. Shadow Bolt, okay, that's nice to know. Then we'll play the Fen Creeper anyway. Hide the Blade Master behind it. I'm going to go a little bit aggressive here. I've got a Hellfire here. I could potentially burn him out with it. And this thing was going to need some help. Even with a Dark Iron Dwarf, it's not enough to kill the Fen Creeper. Ah, so the Hammer of Wrath drops now. I'm totally fine with that, like 100%. Because it means it's not killing this thing off. Are you goddamn kidding me? Oh, it's so annoying. Okay. Cult Master. Well, it's actually a decent thing to drop behind the Fen Creeper. Or I could just kill this thing. You know what? I'm just gonna kill it. Let's not dick around. Let's just kill this thing. Take his stupid creatures off. I've had enough of his paladin shit. Gonna swing for 3, he's down to 12. Got only 9 more damage I have to deal. Dark Iron Dwarf could help with this. Siphon Soul can clear out any big taunters in the way. Hammer of Wrath. Oh no, that's actually getting really ugly. That's really, really ugly. Crap. I got nothing good to play here. Frostwolf Warlord is unfortunately really awful. I'm gonna draw a card. Direwolf, okay. Well, let's do the Direwolf and the Dark Haired Dwarf. So, I'm just putting stuff on the board. Of course, the Jungle Panther can kill my Dwarf, but I do have this 4/2 left over. Get him down to 8. I've got this for 3 health. I really want him just to play something big. Like, just play like a big giant or something. Play a Sunwalker, I don't know. Let me kill it, get some health up off of you, and then swing for damage. I just need this wolf to hit like a couple of times, and then the game will be mine.
Let me think.
Damn! Ah, damn it! That's frustrating. In the extreme. Smart move, he's gonna kill off my wolf. Completely the correct play. Ah, god damn it. Here's where this needs to be a Spiteful Smith. Alright, I'm gonna Hellfire. Can I afford to life tap? Nope. 4/4 is actually bigger than a 2/3. I'm just gonna play this. So yeah, the fact that it's not a Spiteful Smith hurts me here, although it won me like 2 other games, so I'm not gonna complain. I just want him not to have disruption, so I can just hit him. The problem is I use my Hellfire, so I can't burn him out. And of course he has True Silver Champion. He is losing some health hitting me. He's only losing 2 health though because of the healing properties. Oh my god, stop playing crap. Okay, so I have to Siphon Soul here, which is annoying, and I can't play the Cult Master because it'll die to this. Alright, Argent Commander is not quite good enough. Shit. Well, we have to Siphon Soul this Yeti, which is not the best Siphon Soul target in the world. Should I draw a card? Yeah, let's draw a card. Windfree Harpy. Okay, that wasn't going to change anything for me. Let's play the Crocolisk. Okay. So, now I've got this damage in my back pocket. It gets him down to 3 health. Unfortunately, I've already used Hellfire, but I believe I have a Soulfire in here. I believe there's 2. Yeah! Come on! Alright, well I need this. Oh my god, this is getting desperate. I need Soulfire like right now. Yep, I lose next turn if I don't get Soulfire. See, you throw away 1 game in the arena. Actually, Soulfire doesn't do it anymore. Fuck. You throw away 1 game in the arena, and that's it. I have to life tap because I can't kill this. Nope, not good enough. I'm not even gonna try to do any tricks.
Thank you.
What an asshole. Alright, that sucks. So we were at 5-0, now we're at 5-2. Oh my god, if I lose this game, I'm gonna be so mad. Because my yesterday playing the arena was just so terrible. And then here, we finally go up to 5-0. Doing pretty well. We throw away a game with slight misplays. You know, honest man's mistake. Anyone could have made them. I just forgot to keep track of my deck count. I kind of killed myself with a Mortal Coil, basically. And with a life tap. Yeah, the Mortal Coil essentially did like 2 damage to me because it made me get an extra fatigue, and the life tap did like 4 damage to me plus 1. So I dealt like essentially, if you count the fatigue, you know, 3, 4, 5 damage to myself. So I could have won, but I made a subtle mistake, and then I lost the next game. It's a very close game against that Paladin. Couldn't quite burn him out. And now we're just losing, which is sad. I'm going to keep all my removal here. Mortal Coil is nice if he flips the 1/1 totem. You can kill it and draw cards, so you're not falling behind. And this is actually really nice. This is the first time I've gotten a 1-drop. I think this is... Well, no, I have a Voidwalker here. So he also has a 1-drop. Okay, well, my 1-drop is way better than his. Because his now just has to, like, sit here stupidly and not attack for fear of death. Now, I could have made some kind of, like, attack play. I could have, like, passed the turn, tried to goad him into attacking so I could use Mortal Coil on it, but I'm not going to fiddle around with that stuff. We'll just let him do what he wants to do. I have the wolf back here, so if he plays, like, a 2-toughness creature, it's really great, because I can, like, buff the Argent Squire and pop the shield against something I shouldn't really be able to kill. Okay. Make a totem. Taunt. He still doesn't attack. Interesting. I kind of wish he had attacked, then I could have killed this totem and killed the guy, but he's playing very cautiously. I could coin out the grizzly, but then this taunt totem lives. Yeah, we'll just play the wolf. So this does allow him to trade the Worgen Infiltrator for my wolf. That's fine. We'll play the grizzly after that, and the Cult Master could even drop on turn 4 potentially in this situation. So we both had our 1-drops. We both got very good mileage out of them. I mean, if he hadn't had this on turn 1, he'd be in much worse shape now. Here comes the trade. Okay. So I could either use the Grizzly and try to trade, or I could use the Shadow Bolt. I'm going to use the Shadow Bolt. I'm going to tell you why. The reason is, even though the Shadow Bolt is tentatively a more valuable card than the Grizzly, I don't want Shattered Sun Cleric dropping down. I think people have figured out that Shattered Sun Cleric is a really good card. You can expect your opponents to have some in his deck. And this Raging Worgen then becomes a 4/4. I can kill my bear and keep on trucking. This is really annoying, because I could have popped the Divine Shield here and just killed it. Instead, I have to use Mortal Coil, which is fine, but just kind of irritating. Okay. I can do this. This seems kind of pointless. The bear seems kind of pointless as well. We'll just drop the bigger guy. And keep on swinging with this Argent Squire, the real workhorse here. Yeah, any other totem I could have popped Divine Shield for the Loot Hoarder, kept the Mortal Coil, and that would have been a whole lot better. Gonna Rock Biter Weapon to kill off my dude. Fair enough. What? I don't understand what that is. I think this is a new player. Yeah, so that was a terrible mistake. You should just Rock Biter Weapon this. Using Lightning Storm for that was awful, because it just pops a Divine Shield. So the Lightning Storm did nothing besides pop my Divine Shield. Well, I could play Mortal Coil on this, but that seems awfully silly. We'll instead actually do this, now that he has kindly played out his Lightning Storm for me. I'd rather put more stuff on the board than one big thing. He could be, like, bluffing me and he has another Lightning Storm in his back pocket, but whatever. He's also overloaded. I have not seen someone shoot themselves that badly in the foot for a long time. Alright, that's great. Is he going to flip another Taunt Totem? He's not. Alright, nobody can flip them forever, it seems. Here is the time, I believe. Oh, nope, never mind. Azure Drake is friggin' amazing right here. I draw a card, and Mortal Coil deals 2 damage and draws a card, which is just silly for 1 mana. So I'll do that. Do I coin out the Voidwalker now? I don't see the coin getting any better than this. We'll just do it. So I'm going to take a moment to kill the totem. Don't see any particular reason to let him keep that around. It decreases his odds of getting spell damage, which is probably my main worry. And this is a lot of damage. 6, 7, 11, 12. He's on a 10 health. I've got really good cards behind it too. So I'm pretty much set to win this game. He'd need the perfect storm of cards to come back and win it.
Squire, attend me.
That is a start, but it's really not good enough. Okay, what totem does he get? 1/1? I will go ahead and sacrifice 1 damage to kill that off. We'll play the Sunwalker and the Flame Imp. And I'm just going to ignore his stuff now. Deal a ton of damage to him. So I've got this Wall of Taunt here protecting me and my damage dealing creatures. Lightning Storm is good. He really threw that away for nothing. If he has another one and spell damage, I guess he could actually catch back up. But even then I'd be doing alright with him at 10 health and me being able to draw cards. No Lightning Storm. It's just gonna kill off my creatures the slow way. He needs something disruptive, otherwise this is enough damage to kill him. That is a bit disruptive. I don't have anything that deals 5 damage, so that's fine. This healing totem is awful. Wind Fury. I guess putting it on one of these guys made no difference because I have this Taunter, but let's take a look. Demon Fire. Okay, well that's great. Because what that allows me to do is the following. We're going to, I think, put it on this little guy. We're gonna go ahead and kill this engine. Swing, swing, and swing. Yeah, I could have also just hit this engine directly. Parallax, the Shaman goes down very nicely. I feel really good about that. I've had 2 bullshit losses against Shamans recently, and 40 gold is nice. Kind of wish it were one of the 60 gold quests, but, well, can't have everything. So it's a successful run. I haven't had a money run in a long time. It'd be nice to get this next win here. This deck, I think, is just a good deck, but, you know, you can always lose. I've already lost twice. We'll see what happens. So I did lose. One comfort is that I did lose again. Well, no, I didn't, actually. I lost against a Priest and a Paladin. I beat both the mages I saw. So I can't say that I lost to the OP classes, because Paladins, I think, are fine. I don't think too many people are arguing that they are overpowered. I might have been able to win that game. Was there a time when I ignored his creatures? I think so. I think there was one time when, like, I left a 1/1 or something around. Yeah, maybe I could have won. Alright, we're up against a warrior. Smitty the warrior. All things considered, that's... Warriors could definitely beat me, but I like this matchup better than most other classes. Shadow Flame is good, don't want it yet. Cult Master is good, don't want it yet. We'll keep the Ooze around, although I hope I don't actually have to play it on turn 2. I mean, I'm not playing this Ooze on turn 2. That's sort of the one thing about playing a warrior. Like, if this were a priest, I would just play the Ooze on turn 2, or turn 1, then play the wolf after that. But as it is, there's no way in hell I'm coining out that Ooze. That would be silly. 2 Soulfires. Not my favorite thing to see. Especially because if you play one, it might discard the other one. I'd love for him to just drop a Fiery War Axe right now. Nope, not a chance. He does not follow... Either he doesn't have a Fiery War Axe, or he does not follow the Papa Boris theory of it's better to Fiery War Axe than to armor up on turn 2. We'll play the Wolf. I could have coined this out. Didn't see the need. This is also... I mean, I'm going to keep it because it's a 3-drop and it's a good one, but it does auto-die to execute because it's damaged. Comes into play damaged, which is a bit sad against warriors. So there are a few factors in this matchup that make me sad. Okay, so either he just top-decked that or he slow-rolled it. I guess because of that, he did get to kill my wolf. So, good on him. Man! I'm gonna have to name this arena something to do with the fact that these Mortal Quails always show up together. Mortal BFFs. Mortal BFFs, that's the only name I can think of, I guess. Okay, that's a bitch and a half. I can't even kill that with my Mortal Coil BFFs here. Okay, well, there's only one play here. And that is Blade Master into Soulfire. I really hope the Soulfire does not throw the Sunwalker away. That would break my heart. Okay, I'm fine with that, honestly. We'll pass the turn. So this coin stuck around. That's good. Means I can coin into Sunwalker next turn, which is what I will absolutely do. I hope this guy lives the turn. It's not super likely, but it's not impossible either. Tazdingo. Damn. Okay, can't really deal with that, unfortunately. I mean, I could run my guy in and play Mortal Coil, I suppose, but we'll wait on that. We'll pass the turn here, and hopefully my Sunwalker gets to hit this, and then I can use Mortal Coil on it. And then I can also play the Silverhand Knight with 6 mana. Mortal Coil plus Silverhand Knight seems like a good turn. Let's see what he has. He could have something really good. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. Whew, he spends half his mana doing nothing. That's awesome. Okay. And the other half of his mana is also nothing. That's so awesome. This was like the greatest turn I could have possibly hoped for. Oh, it's so great. Okay. Well, I think he messed up here. I think he should have attacked me with this axe and popped the Divine Shield off. As it is, I get to have a really good turn. We're going to pop the Divine Shield. Going to Mortal Coil. Get a card. Shadow Flame could actually come in handy now. We're going to kill this thing. And we're going to do that. He's got a bunch of armor. And he's welcome to it. I could not care less about all that armor that he has. I have a massive board presence. So, 6 cards in a weapon versus 7 cards, soon to be 8. Plus I have life tap here that I can use next turn. Yeah, there's no way the Soulfire will ever be free. There's really no way, unless I find a time to Shadow Flame, which seems unlikely. He's been playing kind of slow. It's unlikely he's going to, like, pop out a bunch of little creatures. If he does, like, if he plays, like, Knife Juggler, Fairy Dragon, Ooze, or something wacky, I totally will just Shadow Flame on the Squire, but that is highly improbable. Okay, that's great. I don't really care about that creature at all. It's just going to deal a point of damage to 2 of my creatures. And I guess it saves him 8 health, but I'd rather he gain life than actually disrupt me. Oh, and he's going to armor up. Wow. It kind of makes me wonder if he has either like some really bad warrior spells, like maybe Whirlwind or Inner Rage or something that he can't use, or if he's got like some legendaries or something up here, but my turn's pretty much set. So I will damage this guy some more. I don't really care if it dies to a Whirlwind. I don't want to put damage on my Silverhand Knight, because then that would mean I have another thing that dies to execute. In fact, I probably should have actually attacked with the Knight for the 4 damage. Rather than the Sunwalker, because the Sunwalker's damage now and dies to execute, which is sad. That was a bit of a misplay. Well, we'll life tap. I'm at full health, so there's no reason not to. And we'll just play everything out. This is a nice thing about being up against a warrior. Against a mage, I wouldn't have done that, right? Against a mage, I wouldn't have just played everything out. But here, the only answer you can have is a brawl, which is epic. I would still get to keep a creature. It might die to this weapon, of course. Yeah, he could win the game if he brawls. I'm fine with playing into an epic like that, though. I'm not going to hold stuff into my hand against an epic card. Wow, this is a tense moment as he holds that card over the board. What's it going to be, buddy? Let's see it. Does he have like Onyxia or something? No, it's actually, is that 9 mana? I think so. Probably has some sort of legendary. I just feel like he's got some kind of a legendary here. Otherwise, why is he playing nothing all game? I don't know, I just got that in the ooze. Okay. Well, I would use Shadow Flame here if I could, but the Fen Creeper, unfortunately, is rather sturdy. So let's play the Cult Master. This is about as good gets. I will hang on to my Shadow Bolt here because I've got good use for my stuff. We'll do this. Draw a card. We'll do this, draw a card. We'll do this, draw a card. We'll do that and draw a card. Ah, Fairy Dragon, perfect. I still have 2 Taunters to protect it. Okay, well, he played an Armor Smith, which I just consider going a card down. Basically, when you play with that card, you're just going a card down against your opponent. And then he hasn't really been able to answer my board situation here. Got Taunters, so even if he kills those, I draw cards. Ah, he's going to slam my Cult Master. Very good use of slam. Doesn't draw him a card, though, so I still have 4 creatures here. Gorehowl. Well, that's actually not good enough. I love that. I'm freaking delighted. Because he's taking damage every time he kills my creatures. He's going to take another round of damage here. This is 9 damage. 10 damage, actually. I mean, he's just boned. Yeah, we'll even just play the Wind Fury. Oh, I should probably... I have no life tap here. Why not? Crocolisk, okay.
The light protects me.
So my bear here is protecting the Wind Fury Harpy, and it doesn't even make any difference. I could not have killed him this turn because Shadow Bolt and Shadow Flame do not deal damage to the opponent directly, and even with the Azure Drake, this only would have been 5 damage. Hogger, I had a feeling he had a legendary. I just had a feeling. But it doesn't matter, he loses. I think even with what I have on the board, I have enough damage to break past the Knoll and kill him. Yeah, definitely have enough. I don't even need my Soulfire. If I were a douche, I would play Azure Drake and Soulfire just to show off, but I am not. So yeah, let's just use what I have on the board. Getting the kill with my little Argent Squire here. Alright, well, we made it! We made it into the money. That's so awesome. I am really thrilled about that. I am now officially excited. Once you get to 7 wins, it's excitement time. Would like to, of course, get to 8, because now that I lose gold and I'm no longer infinite in the arena, every bit of extra gold helps. A good 8-win run would like get me up to like it could get me up to just below 1900, so then I'd be like just below 1750 after paying for my next arena. That'd feel pretty good. I'd feel pretty comfortable about that. That would mean if you subtract the 900 gold that I started with from the open beta refund, or from the closed beta refund, I'm at about like 1,000, which is fine. Alright, up against another paladin here, Serene Melody, good name for a paladin, and I'm in it for revenge here. Oh, this hand's a total keeper. Against a paladin? Oh, yeah, this is fantastic. So, yeah, we get to play Voidwalker on turn 1, then we get to play Argent Squire and Mortal Coil, his recruit, on turn 2. Now, actually, maybe I need to do this the other way around. Oh, I just talked myself into it, didn't I? Actually, I think the right move is to play the Argent Squire on turn 1. Then if he coins into a 2-toughness creature, I can pop Divine Shield and then Mortal Coil to finish it off. If instead he like coins into like a Knife Juggler and I have this Voidwalker out, I have to lose the Voidwalker to get the Mortal Coil action happening. Okay, he's going to coin into something. I hope it's not a 3-toughness creature. That would really suck. It is! And it actually really sucks. Oh, wow, that's probably the best card he could have possibly played against me. Well, in this case, what I'm going to do then is play the Crocolisk. So, it sucks. There's no question about it. But I'm in the game, for sure. He at least used his coin. Now, he can pop Divine Shield to become a 5/2. Oh, God, that's annoying. That is annoying. Oh, that's really annoying. I think he needs to pop Divine Shield, yep, because that keeps him above Mortal Coil range. How confident am I that this is a Noble Sacrifice is the question. I'm pretty freaking confident that's Noble Sacrifice. So yeah, we're gonna run in to fish for the Noble Sacrifice. Yep. So this is basically a one-man. This was like a Holy Smite essentially. It was a Holy Smite that also healed for 2. It was like a deal 2 damage, heal 2, which is not the greatest thing in the world. Now we do this and Mortal Coil. I bet he was hoping I didn't have it, but I do have it. And then the Voidwalker is pretty decent against this Infiltrator. Obviously, it stops the Infiltrator from doing anything. Now he's used his coin, so there's no 4-mana card here. Unfortunately, next turn we are facing True Silver Champion, Hammer of Wrath, and Consecration, all of which are actually pretty solid here. I'd love to play the Fen Creeper on the next turn. I can't. Next turn, assuming I don't get a good draw, I'll have to life tap and play the Wolf. It's overextending a little bit against Consecration, but this thing already ate a card, and so my card situation I think will be fine, especially with the life tap. Oh, jeez! Whew, boy, I'm really glad I got this Wolf. This Wolf is a card I've been kind of complaining about lately, saying it's not very good, but holy crap, is it good right here. I could actually run in Mortal Coil, but no, let's just save that Mortal Coil. We'll life tap. Soulfire. You know what though? I'm actually gonna run in my Crocolisk, and the reason for that is I don't want 3 creatures sitting on the board when turn 4 comes up for a Paladin. I think the odds of a Consecration are just too high. Okay, now we're doing real good, because we can play the Fen Creeper. Paladins don't deal with this very well. We can play a Sunwalker. Paladins really don't deal with this very well. And a Peacekeeper is about as good as you can hope for, and it's really not good enough. Okay. So I could Soulfire this thing. The issue is that I might lose my Sunwalker. If I... Oh my god. That's really funny. I put this on the wrong side of my Wolf. Okay. Well, there's 2 cards I don't mind losing and 1 card that I do mind, so I'm going to go for it. It's sad if I lose the Sunwalker, but otherwise I'm losing some board presence. Okay, it's perfect. Okay, this is a really bad mistake, putting the Fen Creeper over here. I always do this. I just put everything to the right all the time. Because the lack of damage could make a huge difference. At least next turn I can put the Sunwalker on the correct side of the Wolf, so that's something. Okay, see what he's got. Ooh, very happy to see that. The great news is that it means that my putting the Fen Creeper on the wrong side does not matter. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. Seems really good. Gonna go ahead. Against Paladins, the difference between 2 health and 1 health is pretty immaterial, so we'll keep the Voidwalker alive. We'll kill this off, of course. Don't let Paladins keep creatures. This is looking really good. So Consecration, pops Divine Shield, kills 2 creatures, but this one lives, and it's most of his turn. I have as many creatures as on the board as he has cards in his hand. And I have 2 cards in my hand, so that's great. Hammer of Wrath, this is a good example of a case where Hammer of Wrath's not very good. I mean, yeah, it gave him some card advantage, but the problem is that he doesn't need card advantage here, he needs board presence, and that was very expensive removal. Okay. Defender of Argus, do I want to drop it down so I could use one of my creatures to kill the guy, or do I just want to use Mortal Coil to kill the guy? Let's actually just Mortal Coil to kill this. See what I get first. Swamp Ooze. That's something I'm going to keep in my hand. I could play Defender of Argus between these 2. They still both died of Consecration, so it might make more sense to play them here, between those 2. Think about that. If I play the Defender of Argus here, this guy will lose the buff from the Wolf. Then the Fairy Dragon, I don't particularly want to play it because too much stuff dies to Consecration then. Okay, so I'm going to life tap here in that case. Hellfire's nice. And sure, we'll just do this. Lots of damage coming through. In fact, I have the win next turn, so he needs Consecration right now. If he Consecrates, this will be 4 plus 3 is 7 damage. He'll be at 7 health. Alright, seems good. Seems like I have a really good chance. And Consecration is most of his mana. Alright, he's got Consecration. What's nice is because of this Divine Shield, I actually had a protection against Equality Consecration. He does have a Peacekeeper, okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't play either of these. They would have just died for absolutely nothing. Let's go ahead and draw a card before we do anything else. Shadow Bolts. I will use this in lieu of trading my Defender of Argus. Because I think every point of damage really makes a difference now. Note that the Hellfire deals 4 damage, so I just need to deal 6 damage to him. It's these 2 creatures, if they can attack, I win the game. And make it into uber money. Let's make up names for all the ranks. So 6 wins, I would say, is a victory. Ooh, that's a good card. That is a very good card, because Hellfire kills all my own stuff now. Oh, that's a really good card for him. I need Siphon Soul. Shadow Flame, not good enough. I will fish for Siphon Soul. I mean, I don't have that much stuff here. That's also fine. I'll take that. So we're going to pop Divine Shield with... Actually, I'm going to pop Divine Shield with this guy. It actually lives. Spell damage is really clutch here. I can actually Shadow Bolt this thing to death. Actually, I can win the game. That was very clutch indeed. So good decision making on my part going for that. Life tap. That's going to be the game. Okay. So, 6 wins I would say is a victory, all right? 6 wins is a victory. 7 wins is money. 8 wins is super money, and 9 wins is, I don't don't know what 9 wins. Maybe 9 wins is a victory? That's kind of setting the bar pretty high, isn't it? 9 wins is a victory. What's 6 wins? 6 wins is a success. Ah, that's right. Okay. 6 wins is a success. 7 wins is a money. 8 wins is the Uber money, super money, extra money, Uber money. Yeah, 8 wins is Uber money, and then 9 wins is a win. If I get 9 wins, we'll just call that a win. Haven't had 9 wins in a while. My 9-win success rate has dropped below 30%, which is kind of sad. At my peak, it was at 34%, and I've just been bleeding it ever since. Okay, Mike Ahoy. This is, I think, a keeping hand here, actually. It's a really good hand. Oh, man. Normally against a priest, I would sing, don't play a Northshire Cleric, but I want him to play a Northshire Cleric right now. That would be awesome, because I'm the first player. It's actually better to be the first player under this circumstance. I can play the Voidwalker, and it's a demon. So if he does play a Northshire Cleric, I can actually demon fire this guy, make it a 3-5, kill the Northshire Cleric. It's a 3-4 on turn 2. So my opponent's going into turn 2 with a 3-4 on the board. Now, Shadow Word Pain would clear it up, of course, but it's still pretty cool to have that. Play a Northshire Cleric. It doesn't really ring very well, does it? Play a Northshire Cleric! Play a Northshire Cleric! No, it doesn't really work. Oh my god. If this... Alright, it touched it once. It's fine. So, I could Demon Fire this, it becomes a 3-4, and then go down to 1 health. Or I could Demon Fire this, leave it as a 1-2. Well, I think I'd rather have a 3-1 than a 1-2. That's pretty easy math, so we'll just do this. Kill that. Yeah, 3-1 is definitely better than a 1-2. There's no question. Against a Priest, where 2 health and 1 health is pretty immaterial. Now against a Warlock, I might have left it as a 1-2 and get to guard against Mortal Coil. Shadow Word Pain, no problem. So we're equal on cards because I put 2 eggs into 1 basket there. Fairy Dragon's an awesome drop here. I probably would have used up the Shattered Sun Cleric just to put a 3-3 on the board, but this is way better. It can't be smote. It can only be charged into by another creature. Ooh, he's got nothing this turn. Awesome, this is really good. So he's used his coin, no Holy Nova next turn. Holy Nova I don't even care about, do I? We get to play a Shattered Sun Cleric. And swing. Another move could have been to life tap and ooze. I like putting this Cleric down. I like having this extra power up in case, you know, he plays something wacky and I need this like 3-3. Twilight Drake is a good card here. 4-6 is pretty annoying. Cult Master might be alright here. Nope, not a chance. So, do I 2-for-1 into this? I think I probably should. So first we'll draw a card, see what we can get. Shadow Flame is not really the hero that Gotham needs. So do I Soulfire or Shadow Bolt? That's sort of the question. I guess now is the time to Soulfire, isn't it? I don't really mind losing Shadow Flame, so I'll have like a 50-50 chance of losing a card I don't care about. So we will use the Shattered Sun Cleric and Soulfire. Swing with the Fairy Dragon. Alright, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to lose. Okay, so I don't always lose coin flips, just most of the time. It's got 6 cards to my 4, but I am life tapping next turn. Well, almost certainly. I mean, I could draw like a Wind Fury Harpy or a Sunwalker. That would make me not life tap. So I can catch up. I'm Warlock. I've got life advantage, so I don't mind life tapping. Seems like things are going pretty good. Life tap plus Shadow Bolt's pretty nice. I can deal up to 5 damage with this Divine Shield, and that will kill a lot of 5-drops. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Twilight Drake was amazingly good for him there. It's unfortunate that he was the second player because that meant the Twilight Drake was bigger by 1. However, it was good that I was the first player because that meant I put the Voidwalker on the ground first. Ooh, that is a very good card for him, unfortunately. Soulfire, okay. Do I 2-for-1 or do I use the Fairy Dragon? The difference between 3 and 1 is actually big because... Oh, yeah, because then it dies to Holy Nova. Or I could just leave it alone. I could just swing for, what, 7, 8? Ah, that might be the right move, actually. Just to start aggroing him down, let him kill this, then Shadow... Oh, no! Shoot, he'll heal it up. He'll hit it, it'll go down, it'll be at 6 health. Oh, how much can I ignore that creature? Okay, what I have to do then is life tap first. Let's draw a card, see what if that changes anything. Hellfire? Alright, I've got 7 points of burn in my back pocket now. In light of that fact, I will ignore this guy. And unfortunately, there's nothing else to do right now. But if these creatures are... Oh, well, the ooze is definitely dead. If these two get to attack once, it goes down to 9 health. I've got 7 damage in my back pocket. It's going to be really close. Alright, it's going to put a bunch of health on it. I'm actually okay with that because I'm really trying to burn him out at this point. That seemed to be my best chance of winning. Hope I get something good. Fen Creeper is fine. Here, let's life tap. And then play the Fen Creeper. Ah, Sunwalker would have been much better, but it's fine. We'll do this and this. Now, all I really want with this Fen Creeper is just to delay. I only need to get him down to 7. Make sure you Hellfire first so that Soulfire does not throw the Hellfire away. I just need to get him down to 7 health, and I win the game. Alright, so I'm just going to straightforwardly remove that. And I guess he's going to straightforwardly remove that as well. See what he chooses to do. If he chooses to heal himself, these guys will actually both die to Hellfire, which is kind of amusing. Let's see if he decides to go for that, or if he wisely heals up the Gurubashi Berserker. He's not going to heal it, but he's going to give it health. Okay, well that means it's going to survive against Hellfire and in fact get enraged. Ah, Siphon Soul is pretty good. Okay, can I win? Just a quick check here. I can deal 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 4 is 8 damage. It's really not good enough. I mean, I have another Soulfire in here. That'll win. I have an Argent Commander. That'll win. Like, on a future turn. Alright, I'm going to life tap and then decide. Mortal Coil. It's actually quite unhelpful. To a shocking degree, in fact. Okay, we're going to play the Sunwalker here. And I'll definitely swing for 1. He can pop Divine Shield, live to tell about it, kill this off. And, well, if he doesn't heal himself again, I will get him down to 7 and then I'll win. Or I could just Soulfire this and play it safe. Well, this thing is dead even if I don't do that, so I think I might as well just pass the turn. Things are definitely getting a little bit scary. I'm not dealing as much damage as I would like to deal. And he's getting really big stuff onto the board. If I lose, it'll probably be... Oh, goodness, that's bad. So this is... Wait. Oh, I could almost win the game. Oh, no, he's going to kill my Argent Squire. Okay. This is actually a scary amount of damage. This is actually... Oh, God. This is like... Actually, he's lethal damage here. 17, 23 damage. Oh, shit. Well, this is starting to become a bit of a problem, unfortunately. Crap. Okay, well, I have to Siphon Soul, I think, and I can't play Hellfire after that. Oh, God, this is actually enough to kill me. Oh, yeah, man. What the hell happened in this run? I could have killed this. Was that my mistake that I ignored it when I... See, I listened to people's advice. They're like, oh, Boris, you should ignore creatures. And that advice is good sometimes, but you'll see that case, I think it was a clear mistake. This Gurubashi Berserker, I didn't quite manage to burn my opponent out, and now I'm in trouble. So, okay, Shadow Bolt plus Mortal Coil will kill off this Berserker, and then I'll have enough mana left to Hellfire. I think I have to go for it. Hellfire plus Soulfire deals a maddening... Not enough damage. I could life tap to go for the Azure Drake. See, if I life tap for the Drake, I'll have 7 mana left. It's not enough to Hellfire and Shadow Bolt. Do I need a Shadow Bolt and Hellfire? I think I really do. God damn it. Okay. Or I could just do this. Then I can still Hellfire Mortal Coil and still have 2 mana left over, and then I can Soulfire. Okay, we'll life tap because an Azure Drake would win me the game. Would it? No, it wouldn't. Shoot. I could play it, but then I'd only have... I only have 2 mana left, not enough to Hellfire and Soulfire. Fuck. Alright, we have to Hellfire then, I suppose. And we'll Shadow Bolt this scary thing. Soulfire. Oh no! Well, I'll Soulfire that. Hope Mortal Coil isn't what gets lost. And we'll pass the turn. Okay, this game's looking really bad, but it is theoretically possible to win if he leaves his health at 5 and I get a Twilight Drake. I think I have another Soulfire here. I could Twilight Drake and the spell damage will actually kill him off. Because at 7 health, then the task of killing him becomes a whole lot harder.
Give me a quest.
Okay. He's playing a lot of stuff, which is bad because I'm actually very low on health. Circle of Healing. Okay, so he's going to be at 7 health, unfortunately. Oh no, he's out of mana. Well, here's the moment of truth. I have to get a Twilight Drake or I lose. I sadly lose. Okay, well, it was a good game. I should give him a well played.
Thank you.
So this was an extra gold run. I think I could have won it. I think I could have won it if I just paused for a second to kill that Gurubashi Berserker with my Ooze and my Shadow Bolts. He then had Temple Enforcers, but then I could have started ignoring his stuff and I would have been alright. Damn. He just... that was one time where actually playing just one big creature after another was enabling him to win. Okay, I hope I get a lot of gold here. Fuck, are you... This is so awful. I can't even believe it. All right, so this is 100. This is 225 gold, but like it could have been almost 300 gold if I hadn't gotten a shit gold card. That kind of sucks. But anyway, it's a successful run with a decent amount of money, so I'll take it. I mean, it's better than the alternatives. The pack is unremarkable. It's fine. Lava Burst is a card I already have. I believe I have all these. Yep. And let's go and disenchant that terrible gold card. So 225 gold and 60 dust was my reward. Let's go ahead and see the next arena. If you enjoyed the video, as always, do please support the channel by liking and or subscribing. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. And if you would like to watch more videos, then stay tuned. More videos are always incoming. The next one is probably going to be Warrior. This is like 5 times in a row that I've gotten Mage. Still don't want to play Mage, so we're going to do Warrior next time. I'm kind of happy that I'm actually enjoying some of these classes I formerly didn't like a lot more. Like, I'm enjoying Warlock a lot more. There was a time when I just thought the Warlock was borderline unplayable, but I like it fine just now. I like the Warrior, which I didn't used to like, and Mages, which I used to love. I just want to wait for them to get nerfed, and then I'll play as Mage. I hate contributing to the Mage problem. What is my quest? Druid or Hunter. Okay, well, we're not going to complete that anytime soon. So, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Till then.